Mo ho ho, Merry Beermas, back with Beer Advents, back home, back at Mo's Tavern. So, ready for a little beer off battle here today. Beer Wars is back. We're going to do a little Northshore square off between a couple of local town beers that I picked up today. And I'm going to be straight up from the start here. This one's a little bit unfair because I'm a little bit biased. I've tried one of these beers. I haven't tried the other one before. And one of these beers is actually one of my favorites. It is Newburyport's Greenhead IPA, Plum Island Greenhead IPA, and that's actually the town that I grew up in. So, yeet, I'm a little biased towards that one. The other one today is Ipswich Route 1A Double IPA. So, let's still talk a little bit about IPAs for a second. At least the two that we have here right now. So it seems like everywhere you go right now, you get a whole tap line full of IPAs, and people are just asking for IPAs as if it was just one blanket beer, and it's not. IPAs come in so many different flavors. IPAs come in from different parts of the world. They come with different types of hops, different mixes of malts, and so as you order your beers out there, you really have to know what you're looking for. So just to give you a couple of them here today, these are actually two different IPAs that we have right here. And even though both are from the North Shore in Massachusetts, neither of them are a New England IPA. New England IPAs tend to be a little bit more of an unfiltered IPA, so you're going to see that hazy color. We've talked a little bit about unfiltered in the Beer Advent before. These two beers, so your Newburyport Plum Island Greenhead IPA here. This is a West Coast IPA. West Coast IPAs tend to be a little more citrusy. They have a booming hop taste, and but a little bit more on the citrusy side. This one here, the Ipswich 1A, this one is a double IPA. So this is the double IPAs are often called Imperial IPAs as well. Imperial IPAs, it's just if you want a lot of hoppy flavor, they'll put in double, even 3 times the amount of hop sometimes. And but the one thing that they need to do is you need to kind of put more malt in it as well to kind of balance it. So we're looking at our two North Shore, Newburyport versus Ipswich. Beer battle is on. So starting with our Ipswich Route 1A. So Route 1A, what used to be the highway that would take you from Boston all the way on up the North Shore into New Hampshire, which is where I am currently and which is where I live. It is kind of the scenic tour these days and kind of the back road. So I've got lots of friends in Ipswich, lots of great things in Ipswich. Got family in Ipswich. What up, Kathy? And so this one here is an 8.0, I believe. It actually doesn't say on it. 8% alcohol by volume. So cool little landscape picture of Ipswich. Doesn't really have a good or any beer description on it. I don't like that. Can't just get fancy with a can. This one's basically trying to sell you the beer, kind of like a tourist beer. It just says Ipswich Route 1A double IPA, and that's it. Brewed historic Ipswich, Massachusetts. There's nothing else on here. It does have the independent craft beer emblem on it, but it really doesn't tell you anything else about the beer. I don't like that. Already behind. I'll keep an open mind. Yeet. Newburyport. Newburyport Brewing Company, Greenhead IPA. There you go. So Newburyport Brewing Company, as well as Ipswich Brewing Company, both have a number of great beers. The oatmeal stout from Ipswich is actually really good. Newburyport's got a really good Belgian white. They've got a new blueberry that is really good too. They've got a good lager. Just there's nothing bad that comes out of Newburyport Brewing Company. So this one here is a beer that bites you back. Anybody that's ever been to Plum Island knows it is the world capital for greenheads if you're sitting on the beach. Beautiful beach, but a pain in the ass to go to because you're always getting nipped by the greenheads. This one is 7.2% alcohol. Has a good description on the back of what it is. Beer that bites you back, the assertive and hoppy West Coast style India Pale Ale. Bright flavors. It's just got the whole description on the back. I don't need to go through it all right now, but that's what it's got there. And it says it's a brewery brewed by local brewers. So already ahead in the game. All that matters, though, when it comes to beer is how it tastes. So, mo-ho-ho, let's crack these babies open, and let's see what we got here. So, we're going to go initially with our Ipswich 1A. Let's pour ourselves, and let's see how this one turns out. All right. A little lighter than I thought. I want to get a little color to that. kind of light on the color scale here, especially for an IPA. But a good one finger head on that beer. Not very lacy, but that head's not going away too quick either. You know, it's a sweet, very orange smelling beer. All right, mo ho ho. You can definitely taste, unfortunately, you can taste the alcohol in it, which is not what I want in an IPA. And I feel like the citrus is taking over the hops. If I'm getting an Imperial IPA, I want to taste hops. All I taste in this one is alcohol and citrus. And that's not. If I want citrus, again, I'm looking forward to a citrus beer. I want a West Coast. I want a Ballast Point, something like that. So there's your Ipswich Pale Ale. Let's go dig in. I thought I had, maybe it's not down here. Thought I actually had a green head glass somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I didn't think so. All right, so let's give this Newburyport. That's got a much more copper color on it. I mean, come on. Beautiful copper color. 2-finger head. That's gorgeous right there. Smell. So now you get a beer, you get a cereal citrus smell out of this one. You can smell some pine in there. So mo ho ho, Merry Beermas. Here we go. Green head. See if this one bites me back. Oh yeah. Yeet. That's exactly what I want in an IPA. When you talk about biting back, if you're gonna claim it, you better back it up. There's no question that this is one of the best IPAs on the market. There's obviously, like I said, there's a ton of different ones. It's no contest. All due respect to all my friends, family, the city of Ipswich. This beer here, Ipswich Route 1A IPA, very bland, very blah. Newburyport, Greenhead, Newburyport Brewing Company, Greenhead IPA, taking you back to Plum Island, to the beaches, to the hop, to real beer. Mo ho ho, Merry Christmas, yeet.